It's so important to stay aware and in contact with the specific desires you have. For example, suppose you really love riding your bike through the forest, or suppose you really want to give your wife a lot of wealth. You just want to lavish it on her. Or you really want to have a house, buy a home for your aging parents near to you, or you really want to design your own chocolate bar. It's really important to be aware of what these specific desires are, because these are extensions of you. They are just like the sun radiates sunbeams outward. These desires are your sunbeams. They radiate from you. So it raises your level of consciousness when you recontact these sunbeams, because ultimately they trace back to the glowing sun that you are. So it's so important because you are attuning yourself to your own frequency. You are ending the illusion that any other frequency out there is more important. For example, I spent a lot of time I've spent a lot of time doing work that wasn't in alignment with me. I was trying to make myself someone I wasn't. There's a central shame where I avoided just being and wanting what only I wanted. I tried to make myself someone else, and a lot of us do this. But yeah, it produces misery. Produces a lot of misery. And that misery is undone very effortlessly by reawakening our heart to our authentic desires. And part of that reawakening is, of course, first to know what those desires are, and then it's to feel the strength of the desires so totally that its truth becomes certainty. For example, let's say you really want to build your own truck, and you just know it. You just know you want to build your own truck. So, but maybe you don't have any money right now. You don't have any tools. You don't have any knowledge of how you're going to build your own truck. But you know you want to build your own truck to go on a road trip, and you have 1 month left of you're moving out in a month. You've already told your landlord, and it just feels like okay in a month, but you have no idea how you're going to do it. All you have to do is just tune in to your desire so totally that it becomes very obvious. It comes to the surface of your consciousness, and then it's undeniable. And all you can feel is how much you want to build this truck. In fact, you don't want to, you have to. You have to do it. And inherent in that wanting, so the wanting, as you clarify it more, becomes actually a have to, becomes a total obligation, a consuming passion. You keep looking closer, and inside that consuming passion is a decision. You've decided to do it, you're committing to it because you have to do it. And you look even closer, and inside of that commitment and decision is certainty. It is knowledge that it will happen. And then you look even closer, and there is the feeling that you have it now. Not just the certainty that it will come to pass, but the feeling of what it will feel like when it does. At this point, you can't help but feel joyful because the thing you want, you know you will have. You see it, and in fact, you feel that you have it now. So it is very important and very fun to be conscious of your desires, because ultimately it brings you to joy, which is your own being and your own nature.